This video from Himachal Pradesh, India shows the incredible force of nature. A bridge built in a steep mountainous gorge was struck by a massive landslide. Tons of rock, mud, and debris tumbled down the slope, crashing into the river below. The landslide's power was so immense that it completely destroyed the bridge. Now, a gaping hole marks where the bridge once stood, disrupting an important transportation route. The bridge collapsed like a house of cards in front of the raw power of nature. Strong winds lashed the Luling, Louisiana area on one Sunday afternoon. The footage shows the power of the wind gusts. This foreshadowed the landfall of a powerful hurricane in Louisiana, bringing dangerous weather conditions across the southern part of the state. Strong winds buffeted Turkey's west coast, particularly Istanbul's Beylik Kuduzu district, on the last Monday of November. The high winds, reaching speeds of 129 kilometers per hour, caused vehicles to overturn on the highway, creating difficulties for residents in the area. A storm caused significant damage in major Turkish cities like Istanbul, Bursa, Balıkesir, and Kanakkale. Strong winds brought down trees and billboards, resulting in injuries. Coastal areas experienced high waves, while the city centers saw partial roof collapses on some buildings. Southern Peru has been struck by a series of devastating landslides triggered by heavy rains. The disaster has claimed the lives of at least 15 people, with 20 injured and 2 still missing. The force of the mudslides was immense, carrying away a mixture of earth, rock, mud, trees, and even animals. Local residents were likely caught by surprise, with some being swept away by the violent currents. While others lost everything they had in the wake of this devastation. This video is from Harghita County in Romania, where devastatingly strong winds ripped apart many cities in August 2015.
Oh my gosh.
It can be seen in the video how the gusts of wind are breaking apart entire buildings. Strong winds caused a semi-truck to crash on I-25 near the Colorado-Wyoming border. Thankfully, the driver managed to prevent the trailer from flipping over. In another incident, fierce winds lashed the Western Cape on Sunday morning, causing a truck to overturn, as can be seen in this dashcam footage.
Oh my gosh.
According to the reports, the driver escaped unharmed from this incident. A devastating landslide struck a campsite near Genting Highlands, Malaysia, on December 16th. The landslide, which occurred around 9:23 p.m., originated from about 30 meters above the campsite and tragically claimed the lives of at least 16 people who were sleeping in their tents. The force of the mudslide also damaged nearby cars, knocking them over and leaving them flooded with mud. A ferocious wind had ripped through Zenfor, reaching speeds of 80 kilometers per hour. The once relaxing beach scene had morphed into a battle against the elements. Sand stung mercilessly at exposed faces, sending everyone scrambling to turn their backs on the relentless gusts. The idyllic serenity had been shattered, replaced by the raw power of nature that had been on display. Disaster struck Montegasglosa, southern Italy, on one Tuesday after a landslide ripped through the town. Following days of severe weather, the landslide tore up tarmac streets and forced motorists to abandon their vehicles. The destructive force of the slide also severed gas and electricity lines, leaving the town cut off from essential services. Authorities took days to figure out the extent of the damage. While winter brings snow, holidays, and cozy sweaters, it can also have a surprising downside. Take the residents living near Lake Erie in North America. Early March saw a dramatic turn when strong winds and massive waves, up to 4 meters, transformed the area into a frozen landscape. Houses and surroundings were completely encased in ice, reaching thicknesses between 0.7 and 2.7 inches. It was an unsettling scene, resembling Antarctica more than a familiar neighborhood. Residents became trapped inside their homes. Even if they managed to escape, the roads and sidewalks were equally treacherous, covered in a thick layer of ice. Unless they were up for an impromptu ice skating session, there was no easy way to get around.
Yeah, hi there, Kate. Let me show you some of the ice that's here right now. You see, it's pretty hard, and this is exactly what homes all along South Shore Drive have been dealing with.
A reporter even went on to hammer the ice to show how hard it is. Another highway suffered a long slide, and heavy rain in Asia Island, Italy, caused a landslide on the island. The landslide at Casamicciola Terme triggered flooding and destroyed buildings. This incredible footage captures a landslide that, despite its dramatic visuals, caused no harm to people. The unique landscape caused the dust from the landslide to spread like a giant white cloud. Authorities closed the road 10 days after the incident, likely due to safety concerns, even though the landslide itself wasn't deadly. Thankfully, the cars seen engulfed in dust were empty at the time. Luckily, a holiday prevented injuries during a landslide in eastern Switzerland. Heavy overnight rain triggered the slide. One carriage hit a robin, and another dangled precariously after a train derailed near the Swiss Key resort of St. Landslides devastated the Venezuelan city of Las Tejerías, south of Caracas. Homes were swept away in the disaster. At least 50 people were confirmed dead, with many more missing, leaving families heartbroken. Hundreds were left homeless, their homes destroyed by the mudslides. The city itself suffered significant damage to its infrastructure, making it difficult to deliver aid and begin the long road to recovery. Drone footage captured the extent of the devastation caused by a massive landslide on a highway in Brazil. The tragedy claimed at least 2 lives, and rescuers had to tread carefully due to the increased risk of further landslides, with more rain expected in the coming days. This video offers a chilling glimpse into the raw power of nature. Residents' footage captures the exact moment a tsunami begins to engulf a Japanese city. The awe-inspiring sight is quickly overshadowed by terror as the immense wave crashes upon buildings, tearing them apart with devastating force.
さっきの人はさっきの人何これ何これ何これ
The raw footage reminds us of the immense power of nature, a power that can both inspire awe and inflict unimaginable destruction. The consequences are tragic, with many lives lost and homes destroyed. The sheer force of the water is evident, even tossing boats into the heart of the city. Japan is frequently at the receiving end of such natural torments. This harrowing video shows a flash flood surging dangerously close to an area with vehicles and people. The flood's incredible speed is terrifying, swallowing everything in its path. Always remember, in such a situation, the priority should always be on getting to safety, not filming the event. Residents captured the terrifying moment a cyclone slammed into their city. The powerful winds destroyed everything in its path, from doors and windows to ripping roofs right off buildings. Mother Nature is unbelievable, as well as quite merciless. Security camera footage captures a house collapsing under the force of a powerful storm. The storm's fury left the house in complete ruin. Even the inner part of the house was flooded with floodwater. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like, share, and comment.